Hello, wonderful viewers. Thanks for joining me. Today I am reading on Joe Biden. I actually did a reading on Joe Biden and then it cut off halfway through. So thank you to the viewer who pointed that out for me. And I'm doing another one on Joe because I like the man. Maybe it'll be a little good for the mood to do a reading on Joe Biden. His exchanging barbs with Trump was a little bit of a diversion. Joe saying that at some sort of speech, and I'm sorry for the gravel in my voice, I've got a cold. But at some sort of speech, he said that Trump is the kind of guy you take out behind the locker room and punch. Men who speak about women like that are usually the fattest, ugliest men in the locker room. I mean, really, seriously. And Trump sent some threats back saying, he'd kick Joe's butt or something like that, if they ever had to fight. And it was ridiculous. It was ridiculous. But anyway, Joe Biden he's frazzling a little bit, isn't he? So I want to see how he is. Past, present, and future for Joe Biden. Okay. It must not have been easy. And the reading on Obama, I know it wasn't easy for him. They're cool cats. Obama's a cool cat. He wants to make it seem like he's taking it all in stride. But oh no, this has been tough to see Trump trying to undo the work that he did. This has not been easy. And I don't think it has for Joe either. Okay, yeah. All right, so in the past we have, our Nine of Cups, that's usually Trump, the wealthy merchant in these readings. We have conflict. We have indecision. I almost picture him going, what can I do about this? Can I do anything about this? Which way should I go? What should I do? What should I say? Should I speak out about it? Should I not? In the present, he has temperance. So in other words, he did speak out about it, and he's kind of regretting that a little bit because now he's going in a more measured and deliberate way, but things are moving ahead very quickly. He's making a plan instead. He's finding out what are my purposes, and that's helping him to be happier. Yes, it is. Okay. He's with people. He's getting together with friends. Sometimes things like this, something said impulsively at a speech, it's the door that opens up help from other people. And I think people have come around him and helping him to make a plan to feel purposeful here, to do something that helps the American people. Yep, and sure enough, he finds his purpose. He finds a purpose there in the future. And he is hopeful in the future. I like the look of that. That's good. So things must be kind of working out better. And he still spends a lot of time alone in contemplation and reflection then. All right. And I can move this over a little. Kind of experimenting with my camera placement, trying to see the cards as well as I can, but yet not cut anything off or overlap too much. Okay. So we have indecision in the past. He was, okay, to me it's broiling, you know what I mean? And there's conflict and internal conflict over Trump, yes. And to me it was broiling, it was broiling. And finally he decided, yes, I will speak. Okay, so that's what happened there. Yeah, and it was a tower moment. Yeah, it just sort of burst out of him. Yes, that was like, I have had enough, I can't have any more. That's what that was. Okay, well, I understand. And in the end, it doesn't turn out badly for him, so it's okay. All right, and he had conflict. And here's that Ten of Cups and the Ten of Cups. He's having internal conflicts that's affecting his family life. That is, his relationships. He doesn't feel like, in the past, he didn't feel like he had a lot of people who were equally as concerned about this as he was. He didn't feel like there was a lot of agreement about how to go about remedying the situation. But now there is. Now there is more agreement, at least with some folks. And he likes that. Yeah, and there's the Page of Swords. Yes. Attack at Trump, but immature. Yes, with the page, with the sword, just wielding it impulsively. Yep, That was, yeah, yeah, yeah. He regrets it, you guys. He regrets it. But I don't know that he should regret it too much. I think it brought some people to his side to help him to figure out what he wants to do. So now they do have a plan, and it is a plan to address Trump's stuff. It sure is. It's directly involving Trump. But it's measured, and it's planful, and it's multi-pronged, and it's going forward very quickly. Wow. So we can expect to see some good things, I think, from Biden and whoever he's joined with that are hopeful. And he's got hope in the future. Hope for us, hope in the future, hope in the present. All right. So, that tower and impulsive speaking, it might have been the watershed moment that helped him to get together with people who were similarly inclined and work together and now keep emotional control, because the Queen of Cups has a lid on her cup. She has depth of emotion, but she's got the lid on it. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. He's got a plan. He's got a multi-step, multifaceted plan, and he is hanging on to it, and that's his purpose. Although he is battle weary in the future, I mean, it comes at a cost for him. It comes at a cost for him. So we may be hearing things from Biden and from people that he knows, and maybe Obama too, that earns them some slings and arrows. But they hold, and then we have death of hope, though, too. We have hope and we have death in the future. Of course, this could be death of the king. They're hoping that Trump's presidency is done. I don't know, guys. I'm going to ask for another clarifier for that one. And we have him pondering, though, and spending time and thinking about double dealings, and it bothers him a lot. I feel like what comes out of the Mueller investigation bothers him a lot. Yeah. Let me see what this death card is. I can't get the vibe from it that it's something like the death of the presidency, the death of Trump's presidency. I just can't get the vibe from it like that. But it could be. Let me see. No. Well, there again, okay. Could be he's out in the cold, but I see that as depression. I see this as depression. I see this as feeling bad. No. About the sneakiness and the double dealings in the government. I don't know, guys. I think it looks like Biden takes a good run at it, but I almost wonder if he starts the battle, but he does not finish it. At some point something happens that is discouraging to him, blocks his path, depressing to him, and it's costing him too much, because we know that Joe Biden, he has had depression, and he said he has, especially after he lost his son. It was so bad he didn't run in 2020. So that's how bad it was. I wonder if there's another death in his family. I don't feel that. I think it's he gives up in the future here. He personally withdraws from it. It's just time for him to withdraw from it, because it makes him very sad. It's costing him too much. It's just costing him too much personally. So I think we're going to see the start of a new plan, and maybe he uses his influence and, with this impulsive disclosure, he has started a fire, he's lit a fire, and he's brought like-minded people to him. But he's not the one who keeps carrying the baton, is what I'm seeing. He's not the one who keeps carrying it. Because, he has had that ambivalence about this. It's sort of his last hurrah, his last acts of public service. And then he really is done. He's done with that. It is time for him to be done and retreat from the madness, because this madness really bothers him. That's going on in Washington. So that's what I see for Joe Biden. We shall see what happens with him. Thank you. Bye-bye.